Hi guys, I can't read my screen, so I have no idea what I'm pointing this at, but I'll give it a shot anyhow. It's mid 90s, no breeze, not much for clouds, just hotter than heck here, so fishing is slow. Hang in there. Ah, I hate touch screens. I always touch something. Let's see if I can get this where I can see it. I see Fresno and Brandon. Shaggy Curl, thank you guys for coming in. I hope you can see my polls. I can't see whether they're in there or not. I don't use my phone to go live very often, so I'm a rookie. This is the first time I've used it to go live, and not being able to see the screen doesn't help matters. Can you see the polls? If nothing else, you'll be able to see some dumb boaters. They come so close to me. One came so close to me that I could have threw my line over the top of them, and I thought, okay, you pick up my line, I'll just let it spool onto your prop. And then he went a little ways past me and ended up hitting where the eddy is and getting stuck on the sandbar there. I wish he just ended up sticking longer. Hey, Chris, see you in there? Well, thank you, Shaggy Girl. I appreciate you coming in and checking me out. If I could figure this out so I can drop my link and somebody can come up and help me read. But my luck, I'll get it all messed up. Well, you should be able to see my polls good. Maybe I'll get a takedown. I got a dose of fishing is expensive. First throw, line snapped, all my rig went flying out in the water. That was about $10. And then I got it out and was hooking up the guard dog, and the line slipped out of my hand, and the pole threw the guard dog out in the water. So that was another $20. And that was even before I got a line in the water. Sometimes it makes me wonder why I'm doing this. Well, I wish I could read chat. So it's hot. I hope the phone don't overheat, but we'll see. Just to experiment, see how this goes. I watched Fresno last night, and I thought, well, if he can do it, I can do it. But, oh man, I wish I could read that. Let me play and see if I can pin my link in the YouTube, see if somebody can come up and give me a hand. Be right back. Hey, River Rat, Ernest, how are you? I'll be right back. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I appreciate each and every one of you that come in. And hopefully when it starts cooling down in a couple hours probably, maybe they'll turn on a little bit, but it's fairly deep here and the river water isn't that warm. It's probably, we had a real warm summer so far, so it's probably in the low 60s. So it shouldn't be pushing the fish out too much, but if I don't catch anything, I'll start fishing a little bit closer to shore as the evening goes on. So let me take this phone out and see if I can get that link attached to YouTube. All right, you all still there? Guess what? No bites yet. I hope I got that pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. If I did, anybody that wants to come up and help me out, that'd be just perfect. But thank you to everybody that's came in. River Rat, Big Matt, Squirrel, Outdoors. Boy, I missed a lot of stuff. Chris, Shangy Girl, Brandon, Fresno. Thank you all for taking your time out of your day to do this. Indiana Chris, Fishing Outdoors. If I missed somebody, I didn't do it on purpose, but a cloud came over so I could barely see the chat. Got my guard dogs out there somewhere. There they are. They're over there. So I'll put this on the tripod and see if I can get a little bit better working. Like I said, anybody wants to come up, feel free. I'll try to figure out how to bring you up. But this is my first time ever going live fishing by myself. I've always done it on the computer at home or somebody else's live. So I'm checking this out tonight to see how it goes. And so far, everything that can go wrong has been going wrong. Let's see if I can get this on here. Last time I put it on there, I hit the stupid button and it powered it off. And when I put it on the tripod, not to hit it, I can't read the chat because the tripod is in the way. But I think that's got my poles. If not, somebody give me a shout. I may or may not be able to see it. But almost time to check my lines. On the Whisker Seekers pole, I got just a worm with a float. On the Uncle Lou's pole, I got a dragon on it with a frozen sucker. And both of them are really good baits, so the fish either aren't cooperating or for some reason I'm not getting it in the right hole in this eddy. So I'll be moving around and trying to check here, check there, and see if I can find out where they're laying, because I think they'll be laying and not moving right at the moment. And in my past, I found boat traffic isn't really always the key factor of fish not biting. I've gotten a lot of bites right after a boat went over my line. But how much is too much? And here I get a lot. You can see over to the right, that beach out there is always full of boats. People put in, go across the river to the other side, and hang out on the sandbar. You would think they'd just drive across the bridge down there, and I guess it's more fun to just take the boat and go across. But I always wonder why. I have to look at chat when I get home. Why it seems like so many boaters, they pack their common sense and their brains in the cubby hole of their car when they go out. There's some of them, you have to laugh. I mean, if they're trying to annoy you on purpose, what if they realize how stupid it makes them look? Here comes one guy. Maybe he'll catch my lines and I can preschool on him. To me, that's a little bit too close. According to the law, it's supposed to be 150 feet. I don't think that's 150 feet, but one of these times they're going to catch me when I got my pole out, and I'm gonna send it. Boy, I'm grumpy today. The hot weather does it. I brought some cold tea, but it ended up being hot tea. Yeah, I'm gonna go check the Uncle Lou's and see if I can't get it in a little better spot in that eddy where they both kind of drifted down a little bit, real slow. So I don't think I'm gonna put a heavier weight on unless I get a bite right away, and I know I want to keep it right in that area that I'll put on a little more weight. So if somebody's answering questions and stuff in the chat, I appreciate it. And I can't see if anybody's in the basement or not. It should ding and tell me, but that's not necessarily always true. Boy, oh boy, it's hard to see. I need a 20-inch screen to look at it. I should have brought my CPU out here. We'll see if it'll stay up in there this time. Whee. This time of year, the cottonwood trees are sending all their cotton down the river, and that stuff gets on your line. You cannot tear it off. Weeds, you can. That cotton just really jams it up. Hey, am I back? I think I am. Somebody give me a thumbs up to see if I'm back or not. I've got a cloud so I can read for a second here. Yeah, I think I'm back in here. Sorry, guys. I am such a rookie. I'm going to quit touching this thing. I don't know how to check if anybody's in the basement to help out. But I can maybe figure that out. Last time I went to figure something simple out, I was all over the place. Alright, this is what you get. Last time I tried something different, I ended up messing it all up. So, if anybody wants to come up and give me a hand, I appreciate it. If I don't see you in the basement because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm kind of glad I got popped off. That way you didn't have to hear some of the words that I might have been saying. Let's get this put up on here without shutting it off again. And let me hang my hat here. Well, hopefully it won't block the camera. And it might be just enough to be able to read chat. All right, Dallas, I'll quit that. Thanks for coming in, buddy. We're having a good time. As I said, first time I've tried this. Hey, Ernie. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by and wasting your time with me so far. Fishing outdoors. I hope I catch something too. I'm fishing a nice eddy. There's got to be something in here. So I'm kind of fishing to where I'm fishing for anything that bites. But in this eddy, there should be some nice catfish. There should be some walleye in here. And I don't know if I'm fishing too close to the bottom or too far from shore. It's a pretty much riffraff shore. So towards the evening, I might want to fish just maybe 20, 25 feet out from shore. But this is the main channel, and it's pretty deep right here. So I'm hoping the boats aren't messing me up too much. Hey, squirrel, Rich, squirrel. Yeah, if I happen to see you or figure out how to bring you up, if you want to come up, I'd be more than happy for the help. Thanks, Fresno. I appreciate it. I hope I had better luck than you last night. I was just kidding. I had to go to bed early, so I didn't see it all. But it just spur of the moment. I thought I've never did this. I need to learn how to do it. So you're all my guinea pigs. And we'll go from there. It is super hot. The breeze is kind of gusty breeze. You can see that Uncle Lou's rod is kind of really, the wind's keeping it kind of up in the air. Must be a little slack in my line. I'll have to go tighten that up. The wife asked me, well, when do you want supper? And I haven't got a chance to respond, but it's like watch the temperature. When temperature starts dropping, right now it's so hot I don't even feel like eating. And I left the dog at home today because of that. There's no shade here at all. Last time it wasn't this warm, and she got a little warm trying to stay out of the sun. But I don't know what it is, about right out there. The jet skiers want to sit there and screw around. They got the whole river to do it, and they want to screw around right out in front where I'm fishing. Maybe one of them would stop and explain it to me. All right, Chris, what you cooking? I'm not cooking tonight, but I probably will be tomorrow. I got doctor's appointments tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. I thought maybe I was going to sneak out Friday. And they called today and, oh, we got to reschedule your appointment. Can we do it on Friday? And it's like, I didn't want to get it over so bad. I told them no. Make it after it's too cold to go fishing. My phone is dark. I can't see chat anymore. So you just have to let me blabber, and if somebody asks a question and somebody else knows it, go for it. Make sure you're all hooked up together and haven't gotten dropped by YouTube somewhere along the way. Come on, dogs. The other night I went out, it was too windy to even think about recording it or blowing everything over. And the dogs did well in the wind. They went 7 for 7, so I was pretty happy about that. The dog was keeping me so busy wanting attention that I missed every one of them. If it hadn't been for the dog, I don't know if I would have got him or not. I hate coming here, but it's got me baffled. There's got to be fish in here. And I've yet to catch one, so I'm going to keep trying. Boy, one pole's bending one way and the other is the other way. But I don't know if you all have cottonwood trees, but when that cotton goes down the river, it gets on your line. You almost have to take your line and slide it off the end if you can, because there's just no way to pick it off like a weed or something, or let it dry up and pick it off then. But it'll stop you so you can't reel your line in. It'll get in that top eyelet, and I hate that when I got a fish on and it jams it up to where I can't get the line there. I got to bring the pole back and hopefully clean enough off. I've sat there and did a few feet at a time one time trying to get the fish in. Should have just hand lined it and pulled them in, but just makes a mess. But that's what we deal with this time of the year in the river. Can't say the river is up any, so they must not be dumping a lot or more than usual. It might be up a little bit. The lake is coming up, so we're getting the runoff from Yellowstone River is where we get our water from the filled lake. Montana, they hold up the Missouri water until their lake is at the level they want it before they'll start dumping. And the Corps here, they either dump way too much or not enough. 2011, everything you see here was underwater. They overran the spillway, opened the gates for the first time in 55 years, opened them all at the same time, and washed out everything below the dam. That was almost next to having the dam break. And coming in here, it's all high-end houses. And they were crying because they got flooded. But I figure if you got enough money to be able to build a multi-million-dollar home, and you want to build it right as close to the river as you can get it, then I don't really feel sorry for you. That one hit the spot where the current is bouncing the weight along the bottom. That's why it's pulling and kind of bouncing up. I was hoping it was a bite, but no such luck. We can only use 2 poles up here, so I wish I could put out more and experiment with different baits to see if there's a bait out there they're hitting on. But pretty soon I'm going to go and reel in the Whisker Seeker's pole and check. I just got worm on it. I thought maybe a walleye would come by and be hungry or something. My freezer's kind of empty this time of year. Got to work on putting a few in there. It's nice because this place close to the house. And for anybody that don't know, this is the Missouri River. One of the narrower sections of the river. A lot of fish, different species of fish to catch. It'd be a hard guess on the worm what was biting on it. On the sucker, it could be a walleye or northern, but I wouldn't suspect any trout or anything like that. But you just never know. It's starting to cloud up. Maybe it's going to get, maybe we'll have a storm rolling in with this heat. When it's hot like this and we get a storm, that usually means lots of big hail with a lot of wind and pretty nasty ones, especially if they build up in the east and move west when you got a westerly wind. But it's funny, the clouds would take a greenish tint to them, almost like the Gulf water, when there's a lot of big hail in it. Man, I wish I could see chat. Hey, Judy May. Made that one out. Dale, thank you all for coming in. I can't see much. I pinned my link to the top if you want to come in and help me out. But I'm not sure until somebody does it how I see if somebody's in the basement. Well, I'll keep working at it. Anybody else fishing, you're more than welcome to come up. Are you able to see my poles? Oh, okay. There they are. That should work. Well, one thing about the clouds, they sure took the sun off. It sure makes a big difference. Feels a lot cooler out here now. But the car said 97 degrees driving down here, but I don't think it was quite that warm, but close. But I think the low for tonight is only supposed to get in the mid 70s, low 70s, which is really warm for a night time for us. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Well, I've been going through water like crazy. Hey, Leon. Brenda, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Whenever I get a good cloud come over, I can read chat a little bit. 90 there and 68 tonight. All right, you're about the same as what I'm getting. Would have been a good night to take the boat out and spend the night, but it's staying this warm. Try to get my hat to shade the chat so I can read it. Just enough breeze, they ain't gonna let me do it. So the fun begins when the dog drops. I need to quit investing in fishing gear and buy me one of those underwater rollers with a claw on the front. 88 in your RV, air conditioner not working or just working that hard to keep up? Hey Mark, how's it going? I'm trying to do my first live fishing one. I'm having a little bit of difficulty. One, it's so bright out here I can't see my screen at all. Let me see if I can get a better position here. I think I got my poles in there. But I'm giving it a try. Mike should be on. Are you having a hard time hearing me or not hearing me at all? Is that any better? Yeah, I had my headset on, but it's been between that and my hearing aids, they've been giving me a fit hooking to the camera. They work fine, and then when I go on a live, they seem like they want to just be sporadic. Hey, Rich. Thank you for coming in. Microphone just under your first. Oh, missed that one. All right. Is that any better? Oh, the mic's so too loud? Well, I can talk softer. And I don't know why it's giving me so much problems. All right, let me put this back up here again. I appreciate the advice. Not like I'm a seasoned pro at this. Would like to be someday. Just come out, no stress, no worry, just come out, throw everything together. But if something goes wrong, I panic and then I don't know what to do. Hey, Stan. All right, we'll leave it there for now. Like I said, it's not real exciting right now because it is just so dang hot. I think it's still in the mid 90s yet. Uh, I'm out in the deeper water. The channel is on this side where all the boats are going. And there's a little eddy up here that I thought maybe they'd be just laying down in there. But if they ain't going to bite, they ain't going to bite. Thanks for the help, guys. Appreciate everybody. If I miss somebody, it's the sun's fault. I can't see. But it is clouding up, so we'll see what happens this afternoon. When the rumbles begin, I'll probably pack it in. Yeah, if you guys didn't catch Rich catching those carp yesterday, he was on them. Caught some real nice ones. Put a little bend in those poles at least. Now I better check this one. It might be getting low with bait by now just from the current washing it off. Be right back. Come on, fishy, fishy. Oh, I wish I'd just get enough where I could read this. Hey, small town. Oops. Steve and Deb. Hey, I'm back again. I don't mind if you guys go somewhere else. I'm having all kinds of trouble today. Probably 90% of them trying to read the screen, and I keep bumping things that I shouldn't. And I found out when I put my phone in my tripod, when I tighten it down, it pushes the on off button and turns it off. And if I move it over, then I can't see anything in chat. Let's try it way over here. I think I got Deb in small town. Squirrel. Appreciate you all coming in and tolerating this, but I'll get better. Got to start somewhere, I guess. Maybe I'll have a grand finale and catch a couple good ones. And maybe not. Hey, Avid. I can see your name because it's in bold, but I can't necessarily read the chat. So I have to work on that a little bit. Squirrel, Avid. Oh, you tried to come up? Okay. Anybody tell me how I tell if somebody's in the basement? I'll take it out of here so maybe I can see. Come on, come up, Avid. Oh, Not really sure how to check the basement. Gotta be a way. Maybe here. My luck, I'll kick myself off again. Post layout play chat. Not there. Would it be under guests? Or is there somewhere else? Oh, there it is. Maybe there. No, I can put them in timeout. So exit solo. That might help. Boy, this phone is so hot I can hardly hang on to it. I see where it says invite guests. Red dot circle. Okay. Red dot circle like thing. Boy, I don't see a red dot circle like thing on here. Do I have to go up or down? Oh, in the guest. Okay. Red dot circle. Don't see one there. I'll probably see it when I get home. It's in the guest and click on their picture and bring them up. Okay. In guests, the only one I see in there is me. We're participants. And then it's got a button that says invite guests. And that takes me into where you send out the link to people. So are you back in there, Avid, or did you go somewhere else? I could probably leave it on there because I can't read much anyhow. But the clouds are getting thicker, so that could be a good thing. Get my fingers out of the way. Ching, 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 ching. I'd love to see those guard dogs go off. Yeah, like on my computer, it dings me. Whoop. I fell. It dings me when somebody wants to come up, and I still sometimes miss it. Hey, Backlash, thanks for stopping by. I might catch a big one or maybe a 18, 20 footer or one of those little 8 to 10 footers buzzing around. I thought, boy, you guys are really dumb. You come buzzing by these lines and get that braid around your neck, and by the time I can get to my pole or you can stop, that'd be pretty nasty. I don't know if I haven't decided to not do it and go out or whether he's still in here or not. Trying. I hate when they went to the very, very edges with the touch screens. Every time I grab my phone, I'm changing something and moving something around. I wonder if I went this direction. No, it's just not going to happen any better. As I said earlier, this place I've never caught a fish, but I just believe there's got to be some in there, so I keep coming back and trying it. Not going to let it keep me. I'm going to catch a fish here someday. Oh, the evening breeze. We get this every evening. It comes up about this time, blows for probably about 8 o'clock or so, and then it sometimes dies down. But every evening we get that evening breeze come up. And that's usually when all the boaters get worried and head for shore. Where if they just stay put in a couple hours, it'll go down and they'll be able to be just fine. But sometimes it comes up quite a bit. Now, if the fish bite would come up with it, that would be nice. We'll just sit here and wait and see. Just back in here, and hopefully things are reasonable. Maybe I can. Hey, Joe. Yeah, Joe, I'm kind of targeting cats, but I'll take anything that bites. I got away from the worms and I got frozen suckers on both because here we can't use suckers as live bait. We can only catch them, mess of them. But they say they're not native to the rivers, so we can't use them for live bait. But they've been in there for since I was a little kid, so well over 70 years. Now oh, well, they're pretty much native now. I catch quite a few of them in that 2, 3 pound range, which a little bigger than I use for bait, but I can cut them down. And one of these times I'm going to take one and smoke it again and see how it turns out. But there's got to be some big cats in this river. Nobody fishes for catfish. They catch them a lot, but nobody fishes for them. Oh, you're in the basement again? Hang on. That's funny. I don't see you in there. Maybe I'm looking the wrong spot. Take this off here and see if I can shield it enough to. Okay, where do I find the basement at? Got to be here somewhere. Oh, Uncle Darwin. That didn't work. That's not it. Ah, I don't know about that, Joe. I'm just fumbling through this. But it seems like it should be a lot easier than what I'm making it. But Squirrel said just go to yes, and it should show up in there, but nothing's showing up in there. I do more, and that's not the right spot. I hit all the little three three dots. They're not doing it for me. And that other one takes me right out of it totally. Ah, yeah. Let me put this back up, and we'll watch polls for a while, and I'll think about it. Maybe I'll figure out a way. I know everybody says it's easy, but there's so many little nooks and crannies that these buttons hide. Hey, y'all remember my little fluffy dog? Uh, and see if I can read this. The link is for a different live. Yeah, there was one for 4 o'clock and one for 6 o'clock, and I think I'm on the 6 o'clock one. And I think that is the link I posted out there. So anyway, that's my fluffy dog. I took her to the foo-foo parlor, and
Can you see her?
she lost all her fluff. I thought it was a totally different breed when she got back.
I said, go back and get the other dog.
And she was like a totally different dog. And then okay, where's my polls again? Oh, wish I could see. I ain't doing this no more. Um, thoroughly frustrated. All right, they got to be over here. Ah, there they are. Anyway, she got her fluff all cut off, and she was like a totally different dog yesterday. I wanted to keep her, but today she was back the way it was. All right, let me see if I can do this without kicking me off. I appreciate your guys' help, but let me see if I can repin this. Comment banner brand. Oh, there it is.
Oh, no. Here, give me that. That's Daddy's thing. Not your toy. No, leave it alone.
Oh, there's just it ain't gonna work for me. I need to just go the way it is. Figure it out. Yeah, I can't seem to get anywhere. I don't know what I did now. Hey, I got a guest. Must be on YouTube. X2. Okay. Boy, I wish I could read my screen. All right, that should do it. Am I getting feedback with all you guys?
Yeah, I can see your feedback.
Hey, certified, we're just doing crazy things trying to teach me how to do this. Broadcast information. All right, I see when somebody comes up now, I gotta figure out what else I got going wrong here. But I checked, I don't have YouTube up anywhere. I don't know where that echo is coming from. The skies are starting to darken up a little bit. So that might bring me luck, it might not. Oh, okay, thank you, certified. I guess it's just on my end. I hear me and then there's a delay until I hear it on the phone. But sitting out here in the sun though, I can't see the where to go find the link and stuff. And trying, and I end up bumping stuff and knocking myself out. So I think I got some more homework to do. Next time it will be better. I wish I was catching a lot of fish, then nobody would know I'm having these problems. Thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard. I've never used it on my phone before, so everything's in a different place from my computer, and it's not on a 20-inch screen. So I'm going to put you back on the tripod and watch the poles and try to still talk with you and read chat the best I can. I hope you can see the poles. Uh, if you're watching it on your phone while you're live, you're always going to see a few seconds behind. Oh, thank you, certified. I got to figure out how to get that GoPro hooked up too. Yeah, I hear some rumbling behind me, so I guess I better watch behind me. Might get rained out yet. But all of a sudden it feels like the temperature dropped about 10 degrees just in a couple seconds. And to me, when a storm comes in and temperature drops fast, that usually means there's going to be some hailstones in there. I don't see any lightning yet, but a hot day like today, the skies sometimes light up during the night. Is just what we call heat lightning. It's just inside the clouds and kind of pretty to watch. Come on, fishies. Hey, Sampy. Thanks for coming in there, buddy. I'm fumbling through this and making a fool of myself, but it ain't the first time in my life I've did that. So what you doing for dessert? Hey, I love watching volleyball. I used to drive the game bus for all the volleyball games and basketball games, football games, and I enjoyed it. And then when my grandkids graduated, then I kind of quit doing it. But I have a real feeling I'm going to have to pack up and close this down because it's moving in fast and rumbling pretty good. but we'll give it a few more minutes. Well, turning dark pretty fast. We'll hang in for a few more minutes. Had these storms come in like this before and not mounted much, but never know. If the temperature hadn't dropped so fast and the humidity, I probably wouldn't sweat it so much. But in my experience, when it does that, it usually ain't going to be good. And I can probably honestly say that I'm the only one that's ever had a fishing pole throw the guard dog out in the river. You know, that kind of torqued me on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get you. I've had them blow past me before, but I got a funny hunch this one's not gonna. Like I told you earlier, when the wind is from the west and they start coming in from the east, those are the ones that get kind of words. They're moving pretty fast. I'll probably have another 15, 20 minutes to keep you guys bored. That's what I like about this spot. I only have to walk about 10 feet to my truck. But there's got to be some fish right along here. The river is crossing from the other side. You know, and I realize that these rivers are so black. I think there'd be something in here sometime. Behind me, there's some real high trees, so I can't see very far. But I can hear the wind. My luck, I'll get a big one on about the time it starts to downpour rain. Or not. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna end this live. The boats are all racing in now. It's gonna be wild here. Get my lines out of the way so they don't run them over. And we'll try this again someday. Y'all take care. I surely appreciate y'all coming in. And I'll go back and read the chat. And yeah, I got some homework to do, but I'll get it figured out. And maybe we can do this more often. Hey, 351 Chevy's in here. I don't know who all I missed. If I missed you, it's because I can't read chat very well, and there's been a lot of operator error. So until next time, I can feel it cooling off some more, so it's coming. We'll catch you later. I'll give you a little quick view on what I'm up against. So it's coming over the trees pretty fast. I'm almost all packed up. This is coming from this direction. We'll catch you all later. I hate to go. I can finally get a chance to go out and do this. But that's my truck. That's how far I have to walk, maybe 10 feet. And it's really a nice place to fish, but there's just no fishing here. So I guess it's just strictly fishing, no catching. Until next time, thank you all again. And we'll catch you next time I roll around. Bye.